Part two, neuron theory. There's all this information stored and all these memories in the neurons. For people coming back from war especially, PTSD, people getting shot and killed, their friends dying, the sadness from missing their loved ones, all of what they experience encoded. And the good stopping point being the emotions. Having awareness, and attention for what's taking place in the body. Not something taking over the body and the brain, preventing the mind from keeping them limited and controlled. But plain old stuff happening. Stuff firing, stuff signaling, stuff being activated, and then the body responding, feeling the emotion, getting sweaty, getting tense, and forcing a person to decide, do they choose the awareness and pay attention? Or believe their body, their brain has some unknown ability, locking them up, the person, as if they're in some sort of imaginary place. The brain gets so tricky and gets so confusing, and the body so easily stimulated with emotion or energy or a choice made by the brain to get a substance like alcohol to restrict the body. Not always with the same words involved, but depressing the body with cigarettes or some sort of substance. Suffocating the lungs with the smoke. And the nicotine causing focus and concentration with the brain, albeit sometimes temporarily. So there's these big flashes and these bangs. And for a soldier, a veteran, a lot more. With visual flashes and bangs. Not mental or neuro or brain. Not descriptions, conscious experience. Kind of like storing memories. Maybe another way to try to solve this theoretical neuron video series. Remember sayings like, be careful what you wish for, live like you're dying, go pretty much bonkers, and then slide into death, paraphrasing another saying. Lots of quotes from people who have gone at crazy speeds and done incredibly risky and dangerous stuff and made wonky choices. All of the visual information, all of the sound gets stored, especially when there's a big stimulus and a big social involvement. People and folks remember birthday parties. When friends come over, people remember graduations, people remember growing up, going to school and having friends, or being dark and angry, doing drugs maybe. So these neurons start to explain some of the therapy with psychotherapy, talking about these kinds of examples with war, with abuse. And people have found some benefits and they've been successful. Though unconvincingly the only option, the best choice available. Possibly because it's one of the only choices available right now. And what worries me has to do with some of the excitement with talking and the stimulus, getting going and figuring stuff out, along with these neurons with so much power and so much energy available, with gunshots and missiles and bombs getting dropped with big thuds. And then a person talking about them, speeding up. Slowing down, though, and not having someone describe the silence now, like a psychotherapist, gets to be a learning process for a person in their brain. And especially for a soldier who already has their body figured out. They've got a tough mind, they went through boot camp, they fought, they survived, they're alive now. And the last remaining part for these folks and people has to do with the brain. Letting time be a treatment for these neurons. Rather than an answer, a description, a word, a language, a letter, a number, a mathematical equation. Plain and simple time. And then the psychological cognition, recognizing dinner's coming up soon, and then slowly and gradually getting the benefit from now and time to calm and relax the memories, the neurons, to slow down the synapses from signaling to other neurons. And to have awareness with the body, letting breathing work with time. Time, body, brain. And then mind in the kitchen, mind at the dinner table, praying, enjoying the food. And most importantly, being disciplined to continue the process for healing, for forgiveness, or whatever the goal would be for the person. There doesn't always have to be a voice, I guess, really gets to the explanation. There's plenty of sounds in the world already. There's plenty of nature out in the middle of nowhere. And there's nothing more beautiful and nothing more peaceful than natural city sounds or lifelike nature noises. These go with time. Hunger goes with time. Sleep goes with time. And the brain just has to slowly get the neurons the information they need. When all's said and done, the neurons, the brain, and the speed they're going, don't know time. They don't know how to read a watch. They don't know how to identify now. They are the reason we know now. They are the reason 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock get to be harder and harder with no food. And then sleep being difficult later when the stomach's hungry. Drugs do similar process, are a similar system, with little to no value. Their time is shrunk so little, and then gone so fast, and then little, and then fast. Kind of like guns. Or booms. Time doesn't need to be explained. The sun goes up, the sun goes down. It gets cool in the evening, hot and sweaty in the day, hungry in the mornings, in the afternoons, and restless and tired at night.